or heave. Hint, it's the move of champions. Jack Nicklaus stated that in the first foot of his backswing, he knew if he was going to hit a good shot or not. It's a pretty profound statement to make. What he was feeling was that in the first foot of his backswing, if he could get all the tension out of his body, he knew that the rest of the move would be free. He knew that if he could get his body set into motion at the right pace, that everything from there on would flow through in perfect timing. So, first off, you have to understand, or be able to feel rather, if there's tension in your arms or not. Tension can be very subtle. For instance, if you were to look at this point right here, is this a point of tension or a point of relaxation? It's tension. It's static tension, just enough tension that will actually keep your body from being able to rotate. Your body is so weak rotationally, if you have just the slightest bit of tension up at the top, your arms will pull coming down. It's very hard to shake them loose. Same thing if you've ever been up on a ladder, or you're trying to screw in a light bulb in the roof. You stay there, and if you're having to do it for a while, after a while your shoulder starts to hurt. That's all that muscle that you're using, that static tension up at the top. You want to get that out of there. So this brings us to the heave. The heave is a move at the very beginning of the swing where you firm up your core muscles all the way through your core, all the way through your arms. You're firming everything up, and what you're trying to do is, in the shortest amount of space possible, you want to set this thing into motion and throw your arms off your body. This is also where the routing of the back elbow comes into place. It makes it easier to fall down. But right at the beginning, you're just going to give it a little toss, and then gravity can bring it right back down. Now they've gone back and looked at a lot of amazing players. One of them on the top of the list is Bobby Jones. Gravity, 32.18 feet per second, is exactly what their arms start with. And if you were to freeze this video, that's the same thing you're going to get, is these arms falling and starting exactly at gravity's pace. Now, the last thing that this really does as well is it gives you an idea how far you want to move the ball. Because however much heave you put on it at the beginning is going to be able to control your distance. It's the same thing if you were going to throw a ball. If I threw a ball from here to you, there's a certain amount of space, a little heave that it takes to toss. You just practice it. You can sit there with a friend, just call them and be like, hey, catch that. And without even really having to calculate it, you're doing an amazing, very complex motor skill, but because you're developing that feel of how much you need to toss it, you learn how to control your distance. So with a nice aggressive heave right at the beginning, a nice good pop, you can throw the weight of your arms off, fall back into the counterfall, gravity brings your arms down, and you can sling it through. Just keep letting it go.